Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Tiffany, a retired librarian turned homeschool mom. And in this video, we're going to be looking at Love, Simon. So this is a film about a boy who's in his senior year in high school. He is gay. He does not want to come out because he does not want his world to change. And then he accidentally he's communicating with this person by the name who's going by the pseudonym of Blue, and he's going by something else as well. I think it's Jocks is his online handle, so to speak. And he's typing in the school library, forgets to log out, and somebody else finds it, and essentially this boy who wants to get with one of Simon's female friends blackmails him by taking pictures of his emails. And says, basically, help me get close to her or I'm going to out you. So he's kind of stuck. And some of these are he has the pseudonym of the person he's talking to, and he's in love with this person. So he doesn't want this to come out. And he's not ready to come out. He even admits in some of his writings that he's not ready. He does not want his world to change. So what ends up happening is this kid, he tries to tell him to grow up, and it's like, no, it's like, I want you to get her to accept me as me, which of course she doesn't want to. And he does some weird display at a football game, and she doesn't want anything to do with it. And then he pretty much outs Simon. So this is like halfway through, or like most of the way through the film. So halfway through, most of this is Simon just being conflicted with himself and desperately not wanting the world to change and screwing things up. So it comes out, his friends are notably pissed, particularly his best friend, this is the person he's known for 13 years, and she was she had a crush on him, and he didn't come out to her. I think he did come out from one of their newest friends. He had two of the friends who he's known for 13 years, a girl and a boy, and then a new girl who they'd known for like the last 6 months. So he had come out to her, but everybody was really, really pissed off at him. So this is after Christmas. So this all comes out. They go back to school after Christmas, and the friend Blue has disappeared. So he's deleted his account, and Simon is depressed, and he's been ostracized. And finally he talks to his friend. She's like, why did you tell this other girl and not me? It's like, because it was easier. I've known her for 6 months. I've known you for 13 years. And I did not want things to change. And that was his thing. He also came out to his parents. And his mom is like, and she's like, I knew something was up for the last couple of years. And it's like, he's like, how? And essentially it's, you changed just a little bit. There was something on your shoulders that I could tell, but I didn't want to ask. I wanted you to come to me. And then he has a conversation with his dad, where his dad's like, when did you know? And he's like, oh, when I was about 10. Or no, he says when he was about 13. And his dad's like, I didn't notice. I'm sorry. We were there. He's a close family. He has a younger sister. He's close to his parents. And his dad's like, how did I not see this? And he's like, I'm sorry. We did not see this. He's like, don't be. It's not your fault. So he repairs his friendships. His friends forgive him. But he writes this open letter explaining everything and telling who he is and basically coming out publicly to the school and trying to get Blue to find him and admitting that he is sorry and that I am in love with this person. And that's kind of how it ends, because they're at the school carnival. I think it's near the end of the school year. Because again, they're seniors. So that's the other big reason. It's like he's hiding everything because he doesn't want his world to change. And of course it does. And the kid shows up and they kiss on top of the Ferris wheel in front of everybody. And kind of the last scene is kind of changing of him. He has a car, so he's picking up his friends, and he picks up the boyfriend, and they kiss. And that's the end of the movie. It's very interesting. It's highly well ranked. It is based on a book, I believe, according to the IMDb page. You can correct me. It's Simon versus the Homo Sapiens. I'll double check here. I'll bring this up. What was the book originally? Let's see. Where is this? I think it was, yeah, it's Simon versus the Homo Sapien Agenda. Because that's one of the things he mentions is like, he feels like it's unfair that he has to come out because heterosexual people don't have to come out. It's like, you really don't. It's like, as a heterosexual person, we don't have to tell our families and come out of the closet of, oh, by the way, we're straight. So it's, he definitely talks about how that is unfair. So it's a very interesting film. Again, I'm not of the LGBT plus community. I am an ally. And this is a very good film. This is definitely a teen film. Because I don't think young kids would be interested in this. Jump back into see what is this rated here. Yeah, it's PG-13. It came out in 2018. There is an off-handle thing where at the costume party somebody's in dressed as post-presidency Obama, which, you know, this came out in 2018 before Trump. Because nobody could predict this. Nobody could predict that Obama was probably very, very stressed during the Trump administration, watching his entire legacy go down the toilet. But again, it's a very fun, very interesting, heartwarming, find yourself film, very much the coming of age film. There we go. So that's what this is. This is definitely geared, I would definitely go middle school at the youngest. Again, this is PG-13 because the younger kids aren't going to be interested in this. Quite frankly, they're not interested in relationships. They're not interested in kissing. They're not interested in the opposite sex at this time. So this is not going to interest them. Middle school and up this would be a great film, whether they're LGBT or not. It's a good film to watch about acceptance, not only of yourself, but of your friends, and why secrets aren't always a good idea. So, and kind of looking into the conflicts. Maybe if your kids have friends who are LGBTQ, it's a good look into the conflicts that go on in their heads sometimes. And it's a good conversation starter. I may read the book at a later date. I didn't realize this was based on a book until I looked at the IMDb page, oddly enough. So I will definitely probably add the book to next year's rotation into 2024. So when I cover more LGBTQ stuff, their films are difficult. I will say this is one of the few that I could find that is LGBT, because maybe they're going to be making more that I could get access to. I don't want to do Brokeback Mountain because that's adult and that's not my target audience. My target audience is parents and children and teenagers and homeschool families. It's not Brokeback Mountain. I've never seen it. It's not properly. It's not for the target audience that I'm trying to address here. And that's the only other film I can think of. I think there's another weird comedy that I may cover next year that has to do with conversion therapy, only they're making it funny. I don't know if that's appropriate these days. I'd have to look at that. And there's just not a lot of LGBTQ films, which is a reason. Throughout this month, you're seeing some short films and some stuff on, I did some sideshow genetics stuff. So I may cover some TED Talks next year if I do this. It's trying to find stuff that's relevant to review. So that is it for this review. If you like what you see, but check out the rest of the channel. Obviously, I'm covering LGBTQ stuff this month. I'm covering Caribbean American History Month stuff. I'm covering unicorns. I'm covering vaccines. I'm covering musicals and music books. I'm doing a bunch of book. There's been, I always cover spring stuff in March. So there's always Irish stuff going on in March. I also happen to like Irish stuff. And no, as far as I know, I'm not Irish. I'm Swedish, German, and English. So, at least as far as I know. Sorry. It's 8 o'clock at night. I have a 3-year-old. So, and I exercised today. I was rock climbing. But again, what else am I covering? I covered the series of Princess Diaries, if you want to check those out. I'm covering Guardians of Ga'Hoole right now. I covered some more Tamora Pierce series, if you want to check those out as well. So total that I've covered, if you want to look through that. I have a whole playlist of what I've covered Tamora Pierce wise. I think I've covered about 8 of her book series. So far I'm probably going to cover 2 more at some point. I don't know when. I'm covering more Meg Cabot after the Guardians of Ga'Hoole are done. Then I'm going back to Catherine Lasky. And then do not quote me on this. I'm probably going to cover Animorphs into 2024. And we will see. I may cover some mysteries in there. I think I'm going to go back to doing an in-depth review on the Anne of Green Gables stuff. It's December of 2023. I'm about halfway through filming for 2024 or for 2023. So I'm almost done. So my brain is going to 2024 as it does. So and cat. So enough of my rambling. Again, like and subscribe. Check out what I've got. Obviously, I have a lot of stuff available, and I have a lot of stuff planning and coming ahead, along with some travel videos. You guys should be seeing travel videos come late July, maybe sometime in September, depending on we are planning to visit family in Idaho again this time in early July as opposed to August, which is when we've gone in the previous time. And I think we're planning to go to California in August, though I don't know. That's not set in stone yet. We will definitely see. So look forward to those videos. You can check out some of my previous videos on travel with a small child. So we'll be traveling with a 3-year-old, another 3-year-old, though she'll be close to 4 by the time we do this coming trip. She'll be about a month away from 4. So, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Thank you.